Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to bring you some more of our 1977 retro replay, but this time it's the Boston Red Sox. As you know, we play as the New York Mets in the National League and the Boston Red Sox in the American League, and today's matchup is quite a doozy, as they would say. Boston in first place in the American League East at 38-12, 7 games ahead of the Yankees, traveled to their house of horrors in the 70s, Kansas City, and the Royals are in first place in the American League West at 31-18. This could be a precursor to an American League Championship Series in our retro replay. Tribes Fan has joined us in the chat. He says he shall be lurking while working. I like it. It rhymes. Lurking while working. Hope all is well, Tribes Fan. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. So once again, the Red Sox are in first place in the American League East with a 38-12 record. 7 games in front of the second place New York Yankees, who are 32-20. Then comes Detroit, 14 games back. Milwaukee, 15.5. Baltimore, 16 back. Cleveland, 17.5 back. And Toronto, well, they might as well not be playing. 23.5 games back. For the Kansas City Royals, they are in first place in the American League West, 31-18. The Chicago White Sox are 4 games back. The Rangers, 5. Minnesota, 6. Oakland and California 7 games back, and Seattle 14.5. The Red Sox coming off a great come-from-behind victory, trailing 9-6 in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. The Red Sox would rally to beat Minnesota 10-9. Let's get to the starting lineups here for the visiting Boston Red Sox, who I will be managing. Rick Burleson will lead off and play short. Bernie Carbo will bat second. He's in right field. Fisk will be doing the catching, batting third. Captain Carl Yastrzemski is the cleanup hitter, playing first base. Jim Rice will be batting fifth in left field. Freddie Lynn sixth in center field. They're the Gold Dust Twins from 75. Dwight Evans is the designated hitter today. He's batting 7th. Butch Hobson's at third, batting 8th. And Denny Doyle batting 9th at second base. For the Kansas City Royals, George Brett leading off at third base. Hal McRae batting second, the designated hitter. Amos Otis is in center field, batting third. Mayberry is at first. He's the cleanup hitter. Al Collins is in right, batting 5th. Tom Poquette is in left, batting 6th. Doing the catching, batting 7th, is Darrell Porter. Batting 8th, the little general, Freddie Patek. He's at shortstop. And batting 9th, Roy White at second base. On the hill for the Kansas City Royals is Dennis Leonard. Leonard, he was outstanding in 77. 20 wins, 12 losses, 1 save, 3.04 earned run average. In the retro replay, the ERA is down 2.76, but the wins are down also. 4 wins, 6 losses. Behind the plate is Porter, 7 out of 10 defensive range, 6 out of 10 arm. Brett average at third, 5 out of 10 in 77. Patek, very good at short, 8 out of 10. Frank White outstanding at second, 10 out of 10. And Mayberry solid at first, 7 out of 10. Tom Poquette's in left, 5 out of 10 defensive range. Poor arm, 2 out of 10. Amos Otis, 7 out of 10 for both range and arm. And Al Collins, excellent range at 10 out of 10. And a cannon for an arm, 9 out of 10. And here's Rick Burleson, the Rooster, batting .308 with a home run and 12 ribbies in this retro replay so far. In actuality, .293 for the full season, 3 homers and 52 ribbies. Leonard picks up the sign from Porter, and we are on our way from Royal Stadium. Here's the pitch to Burleson. And Burleson grounds it towards the middle. Patek from short cuts in front of the second base bag. Barehands it and fires the Mayberry for the out. Great play by Freddie Patek, the little general. 1 out. Here comes Bernie Carbo. Carbo has been outstanding in this retro replay. .362, 9 homers and 22 ribbies. He is in right field today. In actuality, he batted .289, 15 home runs and 34 ribbies. Righty-lefty matchup for Leonard. He picks up the sign from Porter. Here's the pitch to Bernie Carbo. And Carbo sends his ball deep to right. Cowens races back at the track, makes the catch, 2 down. Carbo just missed a big boom. 2 outs, base is empty for Pudge. Carlton Fisk has a 12-game hitting streak. Fisk batting .315, 12 home runs, 42 ribbies. In actuality, .315, 26 homers, and 102 runners knocked in. Right-handed power bat. The windup and the pitch to Fisk. And Leonard strikes him out. The side is retired. 1-2-3. Go the Red Sox quite quietly. Due up in the bottom of the first for the first place American League West Kansas City Royals, George Brett, Hal McRae, and Amos Otis. Louis Tiant is on the mound. El Tiante. Tiant in 77 was 12 wins, 8 losses, 4.53 earned run average. In the replay, he has struggled. 1 win, 2 losses, 4.97 earned run average. Big moment here for El Tiante. Fisk behind the plate, outstanding. 8 out of 10 defensive range, 7 out of 10 arm. Hobson's average at third, 5 out of 10. Burleson, very good to short, 8 out of 10. Doyle average at second, 5 out of 10. And Yastrzemski at this advanced age, even though he's still outstanding in left field, he's playing first because George the Boomer Scott just doesn't hit right-handed pitching. He's 4 out of 10 at first. Rice is back in left field, 5 out of 10 defense with a cannon of an arm, 9 out of 10. Lynn, 8 out of 10 defensive range with an average arm, 5 out of 10. And Carbo outstanding in right, 8 out of 10 defensive range, 9 out of 10 arm. So here's George Brett, 7 out of 10 bunter. Corners will play in for the Red Sox. Hobson in at third, Yastrzemski in at first. Brett hitting .314, 8 homers, 36 ribbies. In actuality, Brett hit .312, 22 homers and 88 RBIs. Tiant with the corkscrew delivery. Here's the pitch to Brett. Fly ball to right. Carbo's right there. Makes the catch. 1 away. And now bring up Hal McRae, the designated hitter. McRae batting .281, 5 homers and 36 ribbies in the replay. In actuality, .298, 21 homers and 92 runners driven in for the right-handed designated hitter. 5 out of 10 bunter. We're going to play the infield and outfield straight away in normal. Fisk goes through the sign, sets the target. Tiant looks to the heavens, corkscrew delivery, pitch homeward bound. McRae grounds to Doyle, who throws to Yastrzemski at first, 2 down. And that will bring up the center fielder, Amos Otis. Otis batting .284, 9 home runs, 35 ribbies for the Royals. In actuality, .251, 17 homers and 78 runners knocked in. 7 out of 10 bunter. We're going to play the infield normal, though. Tiant looks to Fisk. He's ready to work. He whirls and dirls. Here's the pitch to Amos Otis. Otis sends a fly ball right center field. Freddie Lynn at the track makes the running catch. 1-2-3 go the Royals. We go to the top of the second. Scoreless here at Royal Stadium. Between a battle of first-place teams. The Red Sox first in the East. The Royals first in the West. Due up for Boston, Yastrzemski, Rice, and Lynn. Captain Carl Yastrzemski batting .365, 14 homers and 54 ribbies. 10 years after his Triple Crown MVP season for the Impossible Dream Red Sox in 1967. In actuality, .296, 28 homers and 102 runners knocked in. He awaits the Leonard offering. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And Yastrzemski rips a shot to third. Great reaction catch by Brett. 1 away. Now bring up Jim Ed Rice, batting .307, 15 homers, 44 runners knocked in. In 1977, Rice batted .320, 39 homers, 114 runners knocked in. Porter wiggles the fingers. Leonard nods his head. He kicks and deals to Rice. And he strikes him out. Porter drops the ball, picks it up, throws to Mayberry to complete the strikeout. So 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Gold Dust twin Freddie Lynn, the center fielder. He's struggled so far. .244, 4 homers, 16 ribbies. In actuality, batted .260, 18 homers, and 76 ribbies. Injured early in the year. Leonard deals to the left-handed batting Lynn. And Lynn grounds to White, ranging to his right, throws to Mayberry, scoops it out of that dirt. The side's retired. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here at Kansas City. Due up for the Royals, Mayberry, Collins, and Tom Poquette. John Mayberry, 220 batting average, 8 homers, 24 ribbies, left-handed power bat, first baseman. In actuality, 230, 23 homers, 82 ribbies. Tiant's ready to work. He deals to Mayberry. Mayberry rips a shot left center field. Freddie Lynn on the run, reaches out, makes the catch, 1 down. Now bring up the right fielder, Al Collins, batting .344, 9 homers, and 35 runners knocked in. Sip of water. In 77, Al Collins batted .312, 23 homers, and drove in 112. Right-handed batter, 6 out of 10 bunting ability, but we're going to play our infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Tiant looks to the heavens, corkscrew delivery to Collins. And he strikes him out! Swing and a miss on the 0-2. So 2 up, 2 down for Tom Poquette, the left fielder, batting .305 in the replay, 1 homer and 10 ribbies. In actuality, Poquette batted .292 with 2 homers and 33 ribbies. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to Poquette. Ground ball up the middle past Tiant, and it just keeps rolling on that fast turf. And by the time Freddie Lynn gets to it, Poquette is at second base. That's what happens here on this AstroTurf. The ball just takes off. That's why it was a house of horrors for the Boston Red Sox in the 70s. Mid to late 70s. Fandom D Saint has joined us in the chat. Another great channel. Check out Fandom D Saint for all TV reviews, amongst other things. Big Game of Thrones fan, big Doctor Who fan. Black Panther. All kinds of shows. He does a wonderful live reaction, recap, and review and opinion commentary. Also check out Tribes Fan, another great content creator. He just finished his 1971 Vita Blue Stratomatic replay, in which he gave updates, and he's going to be coming up with something after the first of the year for a season replay. So Poquette stands at second with 2 outs, and here comes Darryl Porter, the catcher. .287, 5 homers, 18 ribbies. In actuality, .275, 16 homers and 60 ribbies. Tiant looks over his shoulder, now deals to Porter. And he strikes him out! Knuckle curveball, swing and a miss. Side retired. Poquette stranded at second. We go to the top of the third, still scoreless here at Royal Stadium. Due up for the Boston Red Sox. The bottom third of the order, Evans, Hobson, and Doyle to face Dennis Leonard, Dewey, Dwight Evans, batting .270, 9 homers, 27 ribbies. Had a big 3-run homer in that comeback win against the Twins. In actuality, Evans batted .287, 14 homers, 36 ribbies, as he was injured in 77. Leonard deals to Dewey. Evans swings, sends that ball deep to left, and Poquette racing back, reaches up at the wall, and robs Evans of extra bases. 1 down. Now bring up Butch Hobson. Hobson batting .225, 13 homers, 38 ribbies. In actuality, in 1977, .265, 30 round trippers, 112 runners driven in. 1 out, base is empty. Porter goes through the signs. Leonard nods his head. He kicks and fires to Hobson. And he strikes out Butch. Big swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the high heat on the 1-2 count. Hobson was looking to deposit the ball out of the stadium. So 2 outs, base is empty. The number 9 batter, the second baseman, Denny Doyle, left-handed batter. Doyle batting .230, 2 home runs, 13 ribbies. In actuality, .240, 2 home runs and 49 RBI. Here's the pitch to Denny Doyle. And Doyle grounds to his counterpart, White, who makes the dive from his knees. He throws the Mayberry, side retired. Great play by White at second on that turf. He's going to have a few abrasions on his legs from that. Bottom of the third, still scoreless here in Kansas City. Due up for the Royals, the little general, Freddie Patek, and then White in the top of the order, George Brett. Freddie Patek, an excellent bunter, 10 out of 10 corners, will move in. Hobson Hobson in at third, Yastrzemski in at first. Freddie Patek batting below 200, 190, 3 homers, 14 ribbies. The little general in 77 batted 262, 5 home runs, 60 ribbies. El Tiante deals to the little general. Ground ball slowly hit the Hobson. He has it. He fires to Yastrzemski. Bang, bang, play. Patek is out. Go grab some pine, son. 1 out, and that will bring up Frank White, another excellent bunter, 9 out of 10. Again, you have to respect that. Again, Hobson plays in at third, Yastrzemski in at first. Frank White batting 250, 2 home runs, 14 ribbies. In actuality, 245, 5 home runs, and 50 runners knocked in. No, broke. This is the Red Sox and the Royals. No Phillies and Mets. Here's the pitch to White from El Tiante. Ground ball to Burleson. He's up with it. Throws to Yastrzemski from short. 2 down. And here comes George Brett, 0 for 1. 7 out of 10 bunter, but the infield outfield straightaway and normal. Brett flew out to Carbo in right in the first. Tiant picks up the sign. Looks to the heavens. Corkscrew delivery to Brett. And he strikes out. Side retired. El Tiante comes jogging off the mound back to the dugout. We go to the top of the 4th, still scoreless here in this pitcher's duel at Royal Stadium. Due up for the Red Sox, the top of the order to face Dennis Leonard, Burleson, Carbo, and Fisk. And I shall be back in a moment. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. So here's Rick Burleson to lead off the top of the 4th. Burleson's 0 for 1. He grounded to short. His counterpart, Freddie Patek, his first time up. Leonard looks in at Porter, nods his head. He rocks and fires to Burleson. And Burleson rips a shot to left, but that's going to hang up there for Poquette in left center. 1 down. Burleson got under that a bit. And here comes Bernie Carbo, 0 for 1. He flew deep to right center field. Just missed a homer. Here's the pitch to Carbo. And he strikes out! Big swing and a miss. Fooled badly on that off-speed pitch. He must have been sitting dead red. So 2 outs, base is empty for Carlton Fisk, riding a 12-game hitting streak. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in the 1st inning. Fisk awaits the Leonard offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. And Fisk rips a shot. Left center field, takes a wide turn around first, and then wisely goes back. The Red Sox first hit. Jake Cruz has joined us in the chat. No, I do not have 2 live streams running. Here comes Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz is 0 for 1. He lined to third. Brett made a great reaction play on Captain Carl. Fisk, 5 out of 10 base running ability at first. Mayberry holding him on. Yaz looking for his 15th home run. If he gets it, it'll be RBI 55 and 56 and a 2-0 lead for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And Yaz, swing and a miss, side retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless here in Kansas City. Due up for the Royals, Hal McRae, Amos Otis, and John Mayberry. To face Louis Tiant, El Tiante, McRae is 0 for 1. He grounded out to Denny Doyle at second. Tiant picks up the sign from Fisk. Corkscrew delivery to McRae. Pop-up outfield. Shallow outfield. Doyle has it. Makes the catch. Way out in front of that knuckle curve. One down. And I'll bring up Amos Otis. He's 0 for 1. He flew out deep to right center. 7 out of 10 bunter. Infield outfield will play straightaway and normal though. The high leg kick from Louis Tiant. The pitch to Amos Otis. And that's a shot to Hobson, who leaps in the air and makes the catch, robbing Amos Otis of a base hit. Possible double down the line. So Hobson flashing a leather just like Brett did. His counterpart. 2 outs, base is empty for John Mayberry. He is 0 for 1. He flew out to left center field. Righty-lefty matchup for El Tiante. Tiant arms down to his chest. He looks to the heavens. He whirls and dirls. Corkscrew delivery to Mayberry. Mayberry sends that ball to right. Cargo won't get there. It's over his head, and that will be a 2-out double as Cargo played it off the wall. So with 2 outs, Mayberry's in scoring position for Al Collins. Collins has knocked in 35 runs with a .342 batting average and 9 homers. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in his first appearance against El Tiante. On deck is Tom Poquette. Mayberry, 4 out of 10 base running ability at second. Tiant deals to Collins. And that's a pop-up behind home plate. Fisk racing back and makes the catch and bangs into the screen. Great play by Pudge. The side is retired. Top of the 5th, still scoreless here in Kansas City. What a pitcher's duel between Leonard and Tiant. The original Grognard has joined us in the chat. OG, how you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful military strategy channel and much, much more. Due up for the Red Sox, Rice, Lynn, and Evans. Jim Rice is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. Leonard up to 57 pitches, good for 140. He kicks and deals to Rice. And Rice grounds to Brett. And Brett throws him out as the ball quickly got to Brett on this turf. 1 out, no one on for Freddie Lynn. 0 for 1. He grounded to second in his first plate appearance. Left-handed batting center fielder. Porter sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Lynn. And Lynn shoots that ball to left center field. And the Red Sox pick up their second hit. Freddie Lynn is at first. 1 out for Dwight Evans, who is 0 for 1. He flew out to left center. Lynn, 5 out of 10 base runner. Mayberry holding him on. Leonard looks to first. Now in towards the plate. Picks up the sign from Porter. Here's the pitch to Dwight Evans. Evans sends his ball deep to left, and Poquette is there, and left center makes the catch, quickly retreating back to first is Lynn. So 2 outs. Lynn will be off on contact. Mayberry continues to hold him on. Here comes Butch Hobson. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in the third. Hobson looking for something. You tee it high and let it fly. He awaits the Leonard offering. Pitch homeward bound. And Hobson grounds it to Brett. Brett backhands it, throws it to White. They get the force on Lynn at second. The side is retired. The pitcher's duel continues. Bottom of the 5th, still scoreless here in Kansas City between the Red Sox and the Royals. Due up for the Kansas City Royals, Poquette, Porter, and Patek. PPP. Tom Poquette doubled his first time up. Left-handed batter. Tiant looking for a better result. Picks up the sign from Carlton Fisk. Now he deals to Tom Poquette. And he walked him on the full count. Fisk tried to frame it, but the man in blue did not put that right arm up. So Poquette is at first. Yastrzemski to hold him on. Poquette 6 out of 10 base running ability. Here's Darryl Porter. He is 0 for 1. He struck out. Tiant would love to induce a double play ball. Burleson and Doyle pinching the middle. He looks to first. Tiant throws over. Not the best move. Trying to keep Poquette honest. Again, Tiant looks to first. The big windup and the pitch to Porter. And he strikes out Porter. One away. And here comes the little general, Freddie Patek, who was 0 for 1. He grounded to third. Patek, 10 out of 10 bunter. And Hobson will play in at third. Yastrzemski will continue to hold on. Poquette, at first. Tiant takes a peek at first. Now he deals to Freddie Patek, the little general. And Patek rips a shot to Burleson, who robs him of a hit. Great reaction by the Rooster. So there's 2 down now. Patek will be off on contact. And here comes Frank White, who is 0 for 1. 9 out of 10 bunter. Again, we're going to move Hobson in at third. Yastrzemski will hold Poquette, on at first. White grounded to short in his first plate appearance. Tiant looks to the heavens. Corkscrew delivery to Frank White. Ground ball to Burleson. Burleson flips to Doyle. Side is retired as they force out Tom Poquette at second. We go to the top of the 6th. What a pitcher's duel it is here in Kansas City. The first place Boston Red Sox at 38-12, facing in the American League East, facing the first place Kansas City Royals 31-18 in the American League West. Could this be a prelude, a precursor to an American League Championship Series in a retro replay? Here's Denny Doyle 0 for 1. Leonard deals to Doyle. And Doyle grounds it to White. And White throws to Mayberry, so Doyle grounds out to second. 1 out, top of the order, Rick Burleson. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and flown out to center. The Rooster looking for something he can grip and rip. Leonard nods his head. He kicks and deals. Burleson swings, and he sends that to right center field. So a 1-out single for Burleson. 7 out of 10 base running ability. Mayberry holding him on, and here comes Bernie Carbo 0 for 2. He flew deep to right center, just missed a home run, just got under it, and struck out in his last at-bat. Leonard looks to first, now in at the plate. Porter sets the target. Here's the pitch to Carbo. And Carbo sends his ball deep to right, but Collins is there. He makes the catch. Quickly scampering back to first is Rick Burleson. Again, Carbo just missed his pitch. So 2 outs. Burleson will be off on contact. Here comes Carlton Fisk. Pudge is 1 for 2. He has struck out and singled. Infield, outfield for the Royals, straightaway and normal. Leonard's ready to work. He deals to Fisk. And Fisk, swing and a miss, foul tip held down by Porter. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still scoreless here in Kansas City. 2 juggernaut teams in the American League square off against one another. 2 up for the Royals, the top of the order. Brett, McCray, and Otis to face Louis Tiant. Tiant has thrown 64 pitches, good for 115. El Tiante. Best performance so far this year. Brett is 0 for 2, 7 out of 10 bunter. He's flown to right and struck out. Tiant deals to Brett. And Brett rips a shot deep to center field. Freddie Lynn races back, reaches up, makes the catch. 1 down. Hal McCray is 0 for 2, right-handed batter. Tiant nods his head. The big windup and the pitch to McCray. Ground ball up the middle. Doyle backhands it near the second base bag. Pivots and throws to first. Yastrzemski digs it out of the dirt. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty for Amos Otis. He's 0 for 2. He's flown deep to right center and lined to Hobson, who made a great play at third. 7 out of 10 bunter, but we'll play our infield, outfield normal. Fisk pounds the mid, sets the target. Tiant deals to Amos Otis. And that is a base hit to right. Carbo has it. Quickly fires it back in. Carbo with a cannon of an arm. So a 2-out single keeps the line moving. Otis is at first. Yastrzemski holding him on. Amos Otis, excellent base runner. 8 out of 10 ability. Base running ability. 67% chance of stealing second. And here comes John Mayberry. He is 1 for 2. He has doubled and flown out to left center. Tiant throws over. Otis is back at 67%. Lead is cut back a little bit, as now it's only a 57% chance of stealing second. So Tiant again looks to first. Yastrzemski holding on Otis, and now he deals to Mayberry. Ground line shot! And a good reaction by the second baseman, Denny Doyle. Side is retired, as Mayberry was bidding for his second hit. We go to the top of the 7th, still scoreless here at Royal Stadium between the Red Sox and the Royals. Due up for Boston, Yastrzemski, Rice, and Lynn. To face Dennis Leonard, 90 pitches, again good for 140. Leonard has thrown 6 innings, only given up 3 hits. No runs, no walks, and he's struck out 6. Yastrzemski is 0 for 2. He has lined to third and struck out. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And Yastrzemski sends the ball the other way, and that is a single as he bloops it in front of Tom Poquette. So Yaz picks up his first hit. That's the Red Sox 4th. Go-ahead run at first. 5 out of 10 base running ability. Mayberry holding him on. Here comes Jim Ed Rice, 0 for 2. He has struck out in the first and grounded to third. He has struck out in the second, and grounded to third in the 5th. Yaz takes a slight lead. Leonard looks towards first. Picks up the sign from Porter. Here's the pitch to Rice. And Rice sends that ball deep down the left field corner, and Poquette races and makes the catch. Quickly getting back to first is Yastrzemski. So 1 out, 1 on for Freddie Lynn. Freddie Lynn's 1 for 2. He's grounded out to second and single. And we're going to play hit and run. There goes Yaz. Ground ball. Potek has it at short. He throws to first, and they just get Lynn by a step on the dribbler. Had that been on grass, Lynn might have beat it out. What's Blazing in Sports is in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Great boxing channel. Check him out. What's Blazing in Sports? T-Dub, how's the little man? Hope all is well. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year coming up. So with 2 outs, Yastrzemski's in scoring position. No score here from Royal Stadium. Top of the 7th here is Dwight Evans, 0 for 2. Leonard kicks and fires to Evans, and he strikes him out. That's strikeout number 7, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still scoreless here at Royal Stadium. Due up for Kansas City. A light rain begins to fall. Kind of cool, as it's June 6, 1977. This is a night game in our retro replay. It is 84 degrees, winds 4 miles per hour. In from right center field. That light rain seems kind of nice. So Tiant's back up on the hill. He's gone 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs, walked 1, struck out 4. He'll face Collins, Poquette, and Porter. Al Collins is 0 for 2. Here is the windup and the pitch. Collins swings and he mashes that ball between Burleson and Hobson, and that's a single to left. So both teams now have 4 hits. Collins, excellent running ability, 8 out of 10. Yastrzemski holding him on at first. And here comes Tom Poquette. He has doubled and walked. 8 out of 10 for hit and run, 5 out of 10 for bunting. I don't think he'll be bunting, though. Could he be bunting? I don't think so. Fist goes through the signs. Tiant nods his head. He looks to the heavens. Corkscrew delivery to Poquette. Ground ball. Back to Tiant. His only play is to Yastrzemski at first, as Collins was off and running on the pitch. So the hit and run moves Collins over to second with 1 out. He's in scoring position. Here comes Darryl Porter. First base is open. Potek is on deck. Porter's batting 283. Potek batting 187. Porter is 0 for 2. We're going to go with a pitch around, see if he beats the ball into the ground. The windup and the pitch to Porter. And he lines out to Doyle, who bluffed towards the second base bag. Collins dives back. The rooster wasn't there, though. So 2 outs. Porter hit it on the screws. Nice play by Doyle at second. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the little general, Freddie Potek, 0 for 2, batting below 200. You'd love to get a hit here. Collins would score easily with 2 outs as he's off on contact. 10 out of 10 bunter. We're going to play our infield normal, though. Here's the pitch to Patek. And he grounds it to Yastrzemski, who races to the first base bag, steps on it, and the side is retired. Cowan stranded at second. We go to the top of the 8th, still scoreless here from Royal Stadium. Retro replay 1977, my Red Sox retro replay. June 6th in the time machine. Boston, first place in the American League East. 7 games in front of the Yankees. Their record is 38-12. Kansas City, first place in the American League West. Their record is 31-18. Due up for the Red Sox, Hobson, Doyle, and the top of the order, Burleson. Butch Hobson's 0 for 2. Dennis Leonard back up on the bump for the Royals. 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 7 Ks. Here's the pitch to Butch Hobson. And Hobson grounds it to Brett, backhands it, fires to Mayberry for out number 1. Denny Doyle steps to the plate. He is 0 for 2. He's going to try a drag bunt, and he bunts it too hard on the turf. It's fielded. White covering. Oh, White! Oh, it's thrown away. Porter throws the ball away, and Doyle advances to second, so the Red Sox decide to try to make something happen. Doyle lays a drag bunt. Porter got to it quickly, had a lot of time. He threw low, and it skipped back by Frank White, who was covering first. The second baseman was covering first on the wheel play as the corners were charging. So with 1 out, Danny Doyle's in scoring position for the Rooster. Rick Burleson, who's 1 for 3. He has grounded to short, flown to left center, and singled in his last plate appearance. Doyle 6 out of 10 base running ability. Leonard peeks over his shoulder. White bluffs towards the bag to try to keep Doyle close. And here's the pitch to Burleson. And Burleson grounds it to Brett. Brett, quick release, bang, bang, play at first. Good stretch by Mayberry, and they get the Rooster. 2 outs. Doyle had to hold at third, and here's Bernie Carbo. Carbo has just missed on a couple of pitches. He's flown out deep twice to right. In between that, he is struck out. Can Carbo put the Red Sox ahead? Leonard takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He kicks and fires to Carbo. And Carbo sends a high fly ball to center. Otis is there. He got under it. Side is retired. Doyle is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Both pitchers throwing a 4-hit shutout. We're scoreless here at Royal Stadium. Due up for the Kansas City Royals. Frank White in the top of the order. George Brett and Hal McRae to face. Louis Tiant. He's still looking strong. 91 pitches, good for 115. His best outing of this retro replay to date. White is 0 for 2. Tiant looks to the heavens. Corkscrew delivery to White. And White is called back for Pete Lecoq. So they're going to go righty-lefty matchup. Lecoq, a dangerous pinch hitter. Overall, in the replay, batting .286, 1 home run, 11 ribbies. In actuality, .303, 3 home runs, and 29 ribbies. Fisk goes out to have a word with El Tiante on how they want to pitch to Pete Lecoq. Fisk back behind the plate now. Tiant rubbing up the baseball, puts it back in his glove. Back up on the bump, toes the rubber. Corkscrew delivery to Lecoq. Lecoq sends a fly ball to Rice in left center. He makes the catch. 1 down. Top of the order, George Brett is 0 for 3. Tiant deals quickly to Brett. Brett grounds it to Doyle. Doyle throws to Yastrzemski at first. 2 down. Base is empty for the designated hitter, Hal McRae. He's also 0 for 3. He is grounded to second, popped to second, and grounded to second. Denny Doyle has been a busy beaver when it's come to Hal McRae. McRae did have 21 homers in actuality. In 77, he has 5 in the replay so far, as of June 6th. He does have pop in that bat. Tiant takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. Corkscrew delivery to McRae. And Fisk wanted the call, they didn't get it. McRae walks on the 3-1. And that brings up Amos Otis. McRae, 7 out of 10 base running ability, 50% chance of stealing second. Yastrzemski holding him on. And Amos Otis is 1 for 3. He has flown to deep right center, lined out to Hobson at third. He made a wonderful leaping catch and singled to right. Tiant looks to Yastrzemski at first, holding McCray on. Now in at the plate. Fisk sets the target. He deals to Otis. There goes the runner, and McCray is gunned out by Fisk. Side is retired. What a throw by Carlton Fisk. Let's watch that over. As Doyle applies the tag, we go to the top of the ninth. Still scoreless here in Kansas City. What a ball game it's been. You like pitchers duel? Well, we have one for you. Due up for the Red Sox, trying to push one run across, will be Fisk, Yastrzemski, and Rice. White is out of the game. Did he get injured? They're not saying he got injured. Maybe he went on his own volition, and the manager's none too happy, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't say he was injured. Cookie Rojas. Is that Cookie Rojas? Yes, Cookie Rojas comes in at second. 3 out of 10 defensive range, so a big drop-off for Frank White. Let's just go here for a second. Nope, McCray caught stealing. Interesting. Alrighty, so here's Carlton Fisk. Pudge is 1 for 3. Leonard back up on the bump. So far, 8 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 7 Ks. Fisk does have one of those 4 hits. And that came back in the 4th when he singled. In the 1st, he struck out, and in the 6th, he struck out. So the single is the meat in the strikeout sandwich. Here's the pitch to Pudge. And Fisk rounds it foul down the 3rd base line. The count's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fisk. Take care, Jake Cruz. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Fisk bangs his cleats with the bat. Now steps back in the right-hander's batter's box. Porter sets the target. Leonard kicks and fires. And Fisk grounds it to Rojas at second, who throws to Mayberry. So Rojas is tested quite quickly. 1 out. And here comes Carl Yastrzemski. He also has a hit. One of the 4 off Leonard. Yaz 1 for 3. He's lined to third, struck out and singled to left. He'd love to lift one out of Royal Stadium and give the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. Yaz has 14 homers on the season to go with 54 ribbies and a .365 batting average. Leonard, towing the rubber, peers in at Porter. He deals to Yastrzemski. And he strikes out, Yaz! Big swing and a miss on the 1-2. Slider got him. Slider away. Good movement on that. As Tribes fan says, maybe manager not happy that he got thrown out going on his own. That's what I think. I mean, why would you put Cookie Rojas in the game? So 2 outs, base is empty for Jim Rice. He is 0 for 3. He'd like to be 1 for 4 with a homer. He awaits the Leonard offering, pitch homeward bound. And Rice sends this ball deep to left. Poquette on the run and makes the catch going towards the line. We go to the bottom of the 9th, still scoreless. Due up for the Royals. Otis, Mayberry, and Collins. They need to scratch 1 run across to beat the American League East division leaders, Boston Red Sox. Tiant, 103 pitches. He's gone 8 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. 103 pitches, good for 115. Otis is 1 for 3. Again, then there's Mayberry and Collins. Otis, a 7 out of 10 bunter. Corners are going to play in. Hobson in at third, Yastrzemski in at first. Here's the pitch from Tiant to Amos Otis. And he strikes him out on the knuckle curve. Big swing and a miss. 1 away. Now bring up John Mayberry. Got to watch out for Mayberry. 23 home runs in actuality in 77. He's got 8 to date in the replay. Tiant's ready to work. He deals to Mayberry. Mayberry bashes that ball to right center field. And the winning run is at first. 4 out of 10 base running ability. Yastrzemski holding him on. Here comes Al Collins, and that's it for Louis Tiant. 114 pitches. His day is done. He cannot win it. He can only lose it. He's responsible for Mayberry at first. So Tiant goes 8 1/3 innings, responsible for Mayberry at first. 5 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Coming in the game, Bill Soup Campbell. Campbell picked up the save in that miracle win against the Twins I played prior to streaming. So here comes Soup. He's good for 20 pitches. Bill Soup Campbell. What a year he had in 77. He was 13-9 with 31 saves and a 2.96 earned run average. His best season with the Red Sox, as he had just come over from the Twins in 77. I think via free agency. In the replay, he is 4-1 with 15 saves, 2.42 earned run average. Striking out 44, walking 13. In reality, he struck out 114 while walking 60, and he threw out of the pen 140 innings. He will face Al Collins, 1 for 3. Collins has struck out, popped out to Fisk. Fisk made a great play up against the screen and singled in the 7th. Mayberry's at first. Yaz holding him on. Collins a good hit and run, 7 out of 10. I don't think they'll do that, though. Not that we can defend that, but... And he's an awful bunter. Burleson and Doyle pinch the middle. Soup Campbell's ready to work. The windup and the pitch to Al Collins. And that is a base hit to center. Carbo cuts it off. He throws to second. But hustling in is Collins. And now the winning run 90 feet away. Mayberry. Collins at second. His run means nothing. Poquette is at the plate. Tom Poquette has 1 game-winning hit this season. And now the infield will have to play in. And the outfield has to play where they can throw out Mayberry at the plate. Now, Mayberry, not a stellar base runner. 4 out of 10. Deep. No doubles. Normal. In. So the outfield plays in. So the thing for Action PC, you can play outfield in. No doubles, which means they're playing deep. And outfield normal. We're going to play the outfield in, the infield in. Moment of truth for Bill Soup Campbell. Tom Poquette. 1 game-winning hit. So far in this retro replay, he can win it. What a pitcher duel it has been between Tiant and Leonard. Tiant on the hook now. He's responsible for Mayberry, who's at third. There's 1 out. Campbell's on the mound now. He gave up the double to Collins. Carbo made a bid to throw him out at second, to no avail. And Poquette is 1 for 2. He has doubled in the 2nd, walked in the 5th, and grounded to the pitcher in the 7th. Fisk goes out, has a word with Campbell. Yastrzemski's on the mound with him with Burleson. Meeting adjourned, players back to their position. Campbell, deep breath, arms down to his chest, picks up the sign from Fisk. The windup and the pitch to Tom Poquette. Ground ball to Doyle. Doyle throws Yastrzemski. 2 outs. 2 outs, infield in works, and now everyone goes back to normal. Infield normal, outfield normal. Here comes Darryl Porter. The Kansas City catcher has 3 game-winning RBIs on the season. He is 0 for 3 today. Campbell needs 1 more out to send it to free baseball in extra innings, the top of the 10th. Porter and the Royals want none of it. Winning run 90 feet away in John Mayberry. Al Collins can sit down at second. His run means nothing. Porter 0 for 3. He has struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th, and line to Denny Doyle at second. Campbell nods his head. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to Porter. Fly ball deep to right. Carbo in the corner. He makes the running catch. We go to the top of the 10th. Bernie Carbo got a great jump on that ball. Free baseball, top of the 10th, due up for the Red Sox in this scoreless game between a battle of first-place teams. Red Sox first in the East versus the Royals first in the West. You're getting quite a game here, folks, from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. It will be Lynn, Evans, and Hobson to face Dennis Leonard. He's back up on the bump. He's gone 9 innings so far, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 8 Ks. He's thrown 139 pitches, good for 140. This most likely would be his last inning, especially if he gets in any trouble. Freddie Lynn's 1 for 3 off Leonard. He's grounded to second, singled in the 5th, and grounded to short in the 7th. Leonard deals to Lynn, and he strikes him out for the 2nd time. Leonard at 144 pitches now. feeling a bit fatigued. Let's see if they stick with him. Here's Dwight Evans, 0 for 3. Dewey awaits the Leonard offering. Pitch homeward bound. And Evans sends that ball deep down the right field line. Poquette racing to the corner. And he makes the catch a la Bernie Carbo in the bottom of the ninth, except that was to right. So 2 outs, base is empty for Butch Hobson. And that is it. Dennis Leonard comes out of the game. He cannot win it. He will get a no decision. Leonard was absolutely outstanding. Let's give you his numbers real quick. Leonard went 9 2/3, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 9 Ks. He deserved better, but it's a pitcher's duel. And here's Butch Hobson. Coming in the game is Larry Gura. Gura in 1977, 8 wins, 5 losses, 10 saves, 3.13 earned run average. Gura is good for 75 pitches. He was also a spot starter, I believe. And in the replay, he's been very good. 4 wins, 1 losses, no saves, 1.15 earned run average. Gura is the lefty, will work against Hobson, who's 0 for 3. Porter has a quick word with Gura after his warm-up tosses. Beetle Eternally has joined us in the chat. Hope all is well. Check out another fun streaming channel. All things baseball, science, magic, music. Beatles Eternally. So Hobson's 0 for 3. He is struck out, grounded into a force play, and then grounded to third. The lefty Gura picks up the sign from Porter. He deals to Hobson. And Hobson sends a shallow fly ball on the left. Podtek calls everyone off, and the shortstop makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied at goose eggs. Campbell back up on the mound. He's only good for 20 pitches. He had the save against the Twins in yesterday's game, which I played today. Red Sox with a great comeback victory, scoring 4 runs in the top of the 9th to win 10-9. So this will be his last inning of work. He will face Podtek, Rojas, and Brett. Freddie Podtek 0 for 3. Excellent bunter, 10 out of 10. You got to respect that, even on this quick turf. Corners will play in. Hobson in at third. Yastrzemski in at first. Campbell deals to Freddie Podtek, the little general. And he walked him. Winning run at first, the speedy Freddie Podtek. You did not want to walk him. 10 out of 10 base running ability. 84% chance of stealing second. Cookie Rojas is at the plate. He came in for Frank White. And I made a mistake. I think it was McCray who got thrown out at second. I said it was White, I think. Anyway, that was a strange substitution because White is not hurt. So Yastrzemski is holding on. Podtek. Campbell throws over. And that doesn't do much. It's still 82% chance of stealing. Here's the pitch out. Oh, they go to John Wathen now. So Wathen has 1 game-winning hit. Wathen, catcher, first baseman. John Wathen's batting .389, no homers, 3 ribbies. In actuality, in 1977, .328, 2 homers and 21 ribbies. Horrible bunter, but 9 out of 10 hit and run. I could see a hit and run here. Again, Campbell throws over. Podtek back. Fans getting a little antsy here in Kansas City. They're booing. Here's the pitch out. There goes Podtek. Fist throws down. And Podtek, even on the pitch out, steals second. Oh, boy, we're in deep poop now. So Freddie Podtek, what has he got at third base? He's still got a decent chance of stealing now. I can't see because Campbell's in the way, but... Oh, boy. Let's go pitch out again. Podtek, 68% chance of stealing third. Base hit's going to score Freddie Podtek. Campbell, this will be his last batter. Here's the pitch to Wathen. And that's a base hit. Campbell has it. And Podtek scores. As there's no throw from Bernie Carbo. And Kansas City wins 1-0 in the bottom of the 10th. What a pitcher's duel. So the best in the West beats the best in the East. John Wathen, the pinch hitter, has the game-winning single. The Freddie Podtek steal of second base was incredible. And we had the pitch out. And he still stole second. So 1-0. I hope you enjoyed that game. Ron Juckett has joined us from Retro Sports Network. Hope all is well. He had a wonderful football game on this afternoon that I was able to watch the end of. And beautiful golf last night. God, I love the Skins game. I played a little more of it. I'm an Action PC person. I have Action PC golf, basketball, hockey, baseball, and football. I love them all. But there is a free demo for the game Ron played. And you can play 9 holes over and over again with about 12 golfers. And I'm getting used to it. I might pick that one up, but I've spent a lot of money already. So let's go to the box score. The Red Sox lose 1-0. Bear with me a moment. Let's do the pitching first. Red Sox lose a tough one. Louis Tiant, the no decision, 8 1/3 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Bill Campbell went 2/3 of an inning. He didn't retire anybody in the bottom of the 10th. Blows the save and takes the loss. He's now 4-2. He gave up 2 hits, the game-winning run, it was earned, and he walked 1. Dennis Leonard, again, should have got the win. He gets a no decision. 9 2/3 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 9 Ks. Leonard is starting to get on track for the Royals. Larry Gura pitched 1/3 of an inning, and he gets the win. He's now 5-1. Player of the game, my guess is Dennis Leonard. That is going to be let's go to miscellaneous. Player of the game, Dennis Leonard. Red Sox left 5 runners on base. The Royals, 7. Let's go to the batting. Well, let's just give you the hits. That's the easiest thing to do for the Red Sox. Burleson was 1 for 4. Carbo struggled. He hit the ball, just got under about 3 fly balls. Could have been home runs. He was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Fisk 1 for 4 with 2 Ks. Yastrzemski 1 for 4 with 2 Ks. Rice 0 for 4 with a K. Lynn 1 for 4 with a K. Those are your 4 hits. Burleson, Fisk, Yastrzemski, and Lynn. Evans, Hobson, and Doyle combined for an 0 for 11. Evans and Hobson each struck out once. The Red Sox had 35 at-bats, no runs, only 4 hits, no walks, 9 Ks. For the Royals, in the victory, the Royals are now 32-18. The Red Sox dropped to 38-13. George Brett was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Hal McRae was 0 for 3 with a walk. Amos Otis was 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Mayberry had 2 hits. He was 2 for 4. He had a double. Collins was 2 for 4 with a strikeout and a double. Tom Boquette 1 for 3 with a walk and a double. Porter 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. Freddie Patek 0 for 3. Game-winning run. He walked and stole second in the bottom of the 10th, with score on the pinch hit by John Wathan. Ball game over. Frank White 0 for 2 and then was lifted for Cookie Rojas for some bizarre reason that we're still trying to find out. Pete Lecoq, the pinch hitter, was 0 for 1. Cookie Rojas came in to play second base and then was pinch hit for by the man, John Wathan, who had the game-winning hit, as we just witnessed. 1 for 1, game-winning RBI. The Royals, the best in the West, defeat the Red Sox, the best in the East, 1-0 in the bottom of the 10th. They had 33 at-bats, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 ribby, 3 walks, 5 Ks, 3 doubles. Let's go to the recap. Quickest recap ever. Boston, in the 4th, Carlton Fisk single, extended his hit streak to 13, but they failed to score. They only had 4 hits. Goes scoreless until the bottom of the 10th. The Red Sox do not record an out. Campbell will take the loss. Patek walks. We pitched out. He still steals second. John Wathan, the pinch hitter, singles to right center. By the time Carbo got to the ball, he didn't even throw it in. Patek had raced around from second and scored the game-winning run. Larry Gura picked up the win in relief after only pitching 1/3 of an inning in the top of the 10th. He's now 5-1. Campbell took the loss. He's now 4-2. So thank you for joining me. I'd like to say thank you to Retro Sports Network with Ron Juckett. Check out that great sports channel. Thank you to the original Grogdard, that's Devin. And check out that wonderful strategy channel, Beatles Eternally. He streams sports, science, music, Tribes Fan, another great sports channel. Thank you very much. Jake Cruz, great friend of the channel. What's Blazing in Sports with T-Dub, all things boxing. Fandom D Saint, TV reviews, recaps, live reactions, and opinion pieces regarding those shows. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you enjoyed a great pitchers duel. As I'm just scrolling up, make sure we didn't miss anyone. I think we got everyone. So thank you very much. Till next time, health and happiness. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year coming up to infinity and beyond. And you know what's coming, folks. You know what's coming. Peace! See you soon.